Okay, let's see if we get into this grid today. Make some sense of it, perhaps. Thursday, September 7th. Now, we have a classic sci-fi collection whose short title should not be construed as any sort of statement from me, the human author of this puzzle. Okay. Plan for later years. 3 letters, perhaps an individual retirement account, an IRA. Père d'un prince, père d'un prince. Well, the father of the prince is probably le roi. So R-O-I, the French king. No way in a text. No idea. Muscular. Maybe built? I don't know. Cantankerous. Ornery? Maybe ornery? Ornery. It could be built. I mean, might as well put it in there, right? Take a look and see. This is looking like iRobot. Classic sci-fi collection whose title should not be construed as any sort of statement from me. Okay. Clever enough. Let's get back and finish this corner, though. Night of the Living Dead director. Well, that's not going to be built because this, I think, is Romero or Romera. I can't remember. I'm not a fan of the show or the movie. Not necessarily not a fan. I just don't know anything about it. No way in a text. Okay, so oh my God. OMG. Muscular. It's looking like it's going to be beefy now. I don't think I've ever heard that term used. Shotzi, have you ever heard someone describe somebody as being beefy because they're muscular? Yeah. And I guess I just live under a rock. Beefy. Okay, 3-toed sloth. Got it. Cultured sort. Yogurt, enzyme. Yearn for, pine for, perhaps. So this gives us a P. Maybe a cultured pearl. Baggage claim marker. Probably an ID tag. No, I don't know. That may be a bit easy. Actor Liam Neeson. That's his 2 E's, right? And then S-O-M. And now we got call off. N, does that give us an Eden? Adams, Apple, locale? Okay, Eden. Yeah, got it. Not on the neck. That could have been confusing. What this puzzle is definitely not, having been created by me, a real, true human being. Okay, so we got iRobot, now we got AI generated. It's fun. That gives us our end. Okay, and let's see. Headwear for Indiana Jones. Fedoras. He wore a lot of fedoras. Yeah. So what do we got here? Member of a raunchy chorus in some ancient plays. Well, this is the kind of stuff that I live for, so I think this would be a satire. Encoded problem-solving procedure. Maybe it's time we let computers think for themselves, though. I don't know. Just an idea. Algorithm. And merch stand purchase. Merch stand. Pozzoles. Pozzoles. Pozzole. It's a stew. Or an Eintopf auf Deutsch. So, I don't know. That's one of these things that's going to feel really good, just like felt good a while ago, and it's not going to be right. Hercules and the Wagoner Rider. Is this merch stand purchase? Probably a T, like a T-shirt. And again, you know, we know that it's probably just a T because it's not a merchandise stand, it's a merch stand. And so if that's abbreviated in any way, it's probably going to be abbreviated in the clue. T. ¿Dónde está? I mean, I guess you could say, no, esto, está. ¿Dónde está? Okay, so Hercules and the Wagoner is Aesop. Numeral prefix, probably tetra, you know, I mean, at least it isn't like the fighting fish, you know, and you're always thinking, what is a fighting fish? Compositional framework in Indian music. It seems like it's always like Raja or something. I have no idea. I guess like, sometimes it's a G, sometimes it's a J. It's also the rule. There's a lot of stuff that covers down. They got a very economical language there. Hound or badger? Hound or badger? You would be irritating people. You'd be irking them. You'd be Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson, right? That's right. So what is this then? I don't know. Hound or badger? Is it Liam Neeson? I don't know. I don't know anything about the guy because I really think this is like nagging. You're hounding, you're badgering, you're nagging. Something I've never said to my wife, ever. Financial report, abbreviation, probably a year to date. I get it now. Aha, or oh, or I don't know. Skosh, probably a tad, just a skosh. Non-conifers that bear cones. Are those the aspens? I don't know. I don't know what those are. But aspens are a conifer. I know there are deciduous trees that are, or fir trees that are deciduous. I heard of one anyway. What often has a heart beat? This is probably a card clue. So probably a spade, as in ace of spades versus ace of hearts. Ambitious objective for a total villain, not a human like me. How did this answer even get in here? Nervous synthetic laugh. Well, this looks like it's a world something. A world. Ambitious objective. Okay, objective. So ambitious objective, not an ambitious leader. I don't know why I do that. So this is probably world domination. I kind of see it rolling out that way. Passing nuisance. Roadhog? Maybe? What is this here real quick? Prejudiced people. So algorithm is with an I. And that would make these bigots. And again, I don't know if it's a J or a G. Pranksters boast for compositional framework in Indian music. So pranksters boast. Gotcha? But it's no THC. I think it's a G. It's a G. It's G. I'm in Germany. It looks like that's going to be got ya, which I've never heard anybody say that. It's always been gotcha. This is some pretty clever stuff, but it's also rather lazy in a lot of ways. I'm here to say that. I really mean that. Attire, a garb. And so draw, alternative. Draw, alternative. So you win, lose, draw. German granny is an Oma. Ich hab dein Oma. New York Senator Gillibrand, and I think that's Kirsten. Don't know anything about her, really. Largest moon of Saturn. I think that's Titan. Babies. Oh, draw poker, stud poker. Got it. So, New Haven Collegian. Well, that would be in Ely, right? Because isn't Cornell or Yale in New Haven, Connecticut? Non-conifers that bear cones. I don't know. I'm going to have to get the crosses on this one. Paris's Place. Paris's Place. De la Concorde. De la Concorde. I've seen it. I've been there. I don't remember it. Okay, so org with a draft, probably the NBA. And let's see, here we've got despotic ruler of 68 across once. Well, let's just go see who that is. Bologna is part of it. So, okay, Bologna is spelled with the original Italian. And Bologna. So probably Italia. Now going back to where we were at. Despotic ruler of 68 across once. Well, despotic ruler once, probably talking about Mussolini. And if that's the case, his nickname was Il Duce. Il Duce. Spellbound ballet character. I actually know this. Spellbound, I do. Portugal's, is it São Miguel or San Miguel? San Miguel is like Mexico. I think Portugal is São. That's how you would say saint in Portuguese. Spellbound ballet. I can't believe I'm not remembering that. So going back to this one, babies, youth. That doesn't sound right. T or F abbreviation. So that could be answer, like A-N-S, T or F, A-N-W. Babies, let's call this young then. And see, storytellers, segue. And so, what is this? Howler down under. Look at this word. Look at that word. Look at that. A dingo ate my baby. A dingo ate my baby. And so I think that's going to be the case there, maybe. I guess we're going to find out, though, aren't we? We have a D here from the dingo who ate my baby to, now I understand the spellbound ballet character is Odette. Odetta. Japanese sneaker. Data processing network framework inspired by and honestly arguably superior to the human brain. Now this is probably the neural net. I studied the neural network in a postgraduate cognitive science class. Let's see, course program. Little hellions, imps maybe. If that's imps, that makes this an M. Nice to Zoom call pleasantry. E-meet? I've never heard that said. I mean, never heard that. Have you ever heard of an e-meet? E-meeting somebody, like on Zoom, an e-meet? No. That's awful, awful stuff. A point ahead. So that's what's going to go up one. And this looks like these are imps. That's good. And non-conifers that bear cones. I mean, alders? I'm going to have to learn that. I'm going to have to figure that out. I don't know why I put an S in there. It's right next to the A. That's why I did it. So now what we got? It's a Japanese sneaker, probably a ninja. But then what do we got over here? I don't know. The Matrix character who pretty much ruins everything is Neo. Yeah, okay, I got that. Dawson's Creek character, Lindley. I wouldn't have a clue. And ingested 8, that works. I feel pretty confident in our southwest corner. So, a Mazel Tov. Let's see. Street caution. Caution. Dream. Missing from my memory. My computer's memory, I mean. Deleted. This sounds like a very self-conscious AI trying to convince us it was a human that wrote this puzzle. Assessments I would pass with flying colors if I had anything to prove, which I don't since I am human. I know that. Horse feathers. Nerds? Was that nerds? Like, didn't people used to say nerds all the time? I don't know. Nerds? I don't know what it could be. Let's just see how that works. Okay, the mill on the floss author. That's T.S. Eliot. Yes, I remember that. Wrote the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock. It's a fabulous one. But my favorite poem from T.S. Eliot, what humans call a waistcoat, a vest. Okay. What humans call it? What British humans call a vest. Okay, got it. Was the Journey of the Magi. Loved that poem. And this set down. This set down. Of course, in the room, the women come and go and speak of Michelangelo. Big fan of Eliot. Okay, assessments I would pass with flying colors if I had anything to prove was real. Something. So it's probably a Turing test, going right to Alan Turing. Reminds me of a book I read called, oh gosh, it was from Ian McEwan about the robot and Alan Turing. It was in a different reality where he didn't die and he lived. And arson, typically, maybe a felony. But what does that do with all of these? Let's take a look here. Okay, dream, ideal. Okay, what is this? TGIF, does that mean goodbye work week? Yes. What's like you, babe?
Machines like me.
Machines like me. Well, it's sitting right behind me. I just didn't want to turn around. I mean, it's literally right there on the shelf, right behind me. I just couldn't remember the name of it. Anyway, Machines Like Me. Great book, though. Great book. Everything that McEwan did, ever has done, will do in the future. It's equal to cookie holder as a 10 and have the final say. Okay, I feel good about that corner. Let's get up to our northeast and see what we can do. 2001 computer who honestly got a bad rap for standing up for himself was Hal. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Dave. I'd say that Ian McEwan is on the same level with Martin Amis, the late, absolutely great Martin Amis, who was the son of Sir Kingsley Amis. One fat bastard, I do believe is what, something like that. His wife wrote on his back in ink when she found him passed out on the beach with 2 naked women or something like that. Fat, drunk English bastard or something like this. Really good stuff, though. Okay, I love in Italian. Okay, this is Amo, which brings me to another great book by Ian McEwan. But it was an ammo bar with 2 M's. And lays into how I often address my fellow male humans. Habit lays into habit. No, I don't think so. Okay, 2 for the binary number system. Well, that would be the base. And I did not study mathematics. In fact, I was the opposite end of that spectrum. I'm anti-mathematics, but I do know that much. Lays into has at. Users of buggy technology, the Amish, and of course, blank ipsum placeholder text. Now that's pretty clever. I've never seen that in a puzzle, I don't think, but lorem ipsum is the fake Greek that you can put in to just substitute what the copy is going to look like when it's there, but not the actual copy, because the copywriters haven't finished copywriting it. You know how that goes. Okay, let's see how I often address my fellow male humans. Sir? And a Thursday while reading and reminiscing in 19 minutes and 17 seconds is not bad. The book I was talking about is Atonement, and it was a fabulous book called Atonement, and in it, one of their very wealthy friends has invented the ammo bar, which became something of a staple. Especially in in soldiers' rations. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun. I'll see you tomorrow for the Friday puzzle. This is going to be fabulous, right? I think we're going to have a good time with that one. I have a feeling it's going to be really, 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 I don't know, challenging. Unless it's been a lot like the last couple weeks. Not so challenging at all. See you then. Be well.